Hello, this video is recorded for my usability test assignment, which is next I'm going to talk about CBL Beer Order application and my usability test, including tasks, including purpose, including rating scale, and first of all, I will tell you why I choose CBL Beer Order application. So let's move on. CBL Beer Order application is a mobile application owned by my company that I work at called Heineken. The application itself is easy and the design is so simple. So by choosing this application, I hope I can observe user easy and I can also at the same time see how this application confuse the user and how can I improve this application itself. There are basically three main functions that this app allows user to do. First, the user can find all brands of beer provided by Heineken, and next, user can place order by customizing delivery date and time, like it's the specific date and time they want the beer to be delivered to them. Last but not least, a user can view order histories and they can also cancel order by providing specific reason. So these are the three easy function provided by the application. Now, what I did during the testing, I provide my participant a chance to navigate through the front page or home page of the application, and then I let them tell me what do they think they can do with the web with the application, whose organization or company they think the application belong to, and what types of data they can find on the application, what kind of activities they can do with the mobile application. After get to know, I provide them three main scenarios. The first scenario has 4 questions. They need to find beer, they need to place beer order, then they need to check out beer, and last but not least, they need to find the order detail. The second scenario, they go to cancel beer that they order in the first scenario and change date for the new order. Last scenario, they need to view in the history order for the cancel order only, and then they view the details of the cancel order, and then they find a way back home. So these are the rating system I use. It's on the 5-scale rating system. Number 1, it's for not at all certified. It means the app is very hard to use. The function is very confusing. To number 5, which is very or extremely certified, which means the function is very easy to use and it's not confusing at all. It can easily be figured out. Throughout this rating question, I focus on 3 main things. Number 1, I focus on the application usability, how function work, is it necessary to be there, and then the second one is the user experience, whether it's easy for them to use it, is it helpful for them. I observe their facial expressions and also how they navigate through in order to make order, place order, or cancel order. And the last one, I look at the improvement they think I should have done better when they scroll through the application. And next part here, I want to tell the purpose of this usability test. What I'm trying to do is to observe the consumers or hear the applicant test for the test and see what can I improve to make their experience better by using the application. Hello, good afternoon. Thank you for being my testing participant for this usability test. So let me tell you a bit about this test. We're going to use CBL mobile application. Then you're going to navigate through the apps and make few orders. And I would like to tell you also then this is the security pin in order to you can use it for the testing purpose. It is 12, 15, 16.
So do I have to enter my phone number?
Yes. Then it will send you the one-time passcode.
Okay.
And then maybe any name. It can be my name. Then you can just skip the location tracking, and after that
Oh wait, it's crashing. Wait.
okay, so you enter the phone number first. After that deny.
I don't know why, but CBL has stopped. Deny? Okay.
Can you go through that? Okay, next, in this pin you can enter 12, 15, 16. Okay, so there you go. It is the home page, and I also want to let you know about the consent form that you agree for us to record throughout the testing, and also the screen record of. And I hope you can think out loud throughout this test, so we know what you thinking throughout this usability test also. And before I start, may I know what do you do? What's your occupation?
First of all, I am a university student. I I am about to graduate from the university, and yeah, my major is in IT management.
Okay.
And every day, I'll say that my hobby is that I like to surf the internet, searching for any kinds of stuff for entertainment.
So how much time do you think you spend on internet or browsing?
I would say like per day, I would spend around uh, 9 hours, 7 to 9 hours per day.
A day. Okay, so um, the yeah, the usability test is on the beer ordering. So let's start. So you can already look at the home page and get yourself uh, well rounded with
Okay.
the home page already. And then can you tell a bit like what is this app about, who's it's belong to, and what type of things you can do on the app?
Okay, so first of all, I can see that in the home page, I mean like the first interface that we see here is that it is simple, which means that it is a good thing for the users because that would not complicate, like they can they know what to search for easily. So here we have two options. We have order drinks and order history, and I can see my ID shop I mean my shop ID, which is 140, and okay, I can also see some setting here in which I can change the language of the application, and also about my company, and also to change my PIN, and I can also log out as well. Overall is simple, and yes, I think I know what the company is because what I see here in the thumbnail of the application, it says Heineken. So Heineken is a beer company here in Cambodia, so I can say that this application belongs to Heineken. Overall, I can say that this application is pretty simple, which is a good thing. And yes, yeah.
Okay, thank you. So let's start to our one, like scenario one. Imagine you are planning a family reunion this evening, and then your brother asks if you can have Heineken beer. So you open and go to this app, and you want to order Heineken. So can you start doing it now?
Okay, so first of all, I want to order a drink for my brother. So obviously, I would go to the first option, which is called order drinks. Okay, so I click on it, and there are various types of product promotions. I can see here. Okay, there I cannot see the images, maybe because of the internet connection. Okay, so I'm scrolling down and I can see that they're selling the beers in cases. So here, for the first product, I can see that it is ABC Stout can, and the price for one case is 27.10 US dollars, and in each case there are 20. In this first one, there are 24 bottles, I mean cans in each cases. Okay, so for the first one, I want to order a Heineken beer. So here is ABC, so it's not what I want. So I'm scrolling down, and I can see Encore, which is not also what I wanna. Okay, here it is. So is there any budget that I have? Okay, so I only have to order. So I can click here, order, and it shows the amount that I want to order, and then I can check out, which means that I will place the order in effect, or I can continue my shopping and see if there is any other choices. Okay, so here.
Okay, thank you. So you found what you want to order already, and then can you go ahead and place the order?
Okay, so it's okay for me, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to check out and confirm.
You can do that with the pin that you were given.
Okay, so here it shows that the date that I want my products to be delivered, and now I think I'm going to choose tomorrow, which is I mean the day after tomorrow, which is 15, and yeah, the same time. Okay, what is the pin again? Oh, 12, 15, 16.
Yeah.
Okay, so my order has been sent. I can see my receipt. I can see on the receipt I can see my order date and my order number, which is I don't know what it is, and the total amount of the money that it calls me.
Okay.
Okay, so I go home.
Alright, so now the scenario 1 is finished and
Okay.
you successfully finished it. I would like you to rate your experience ordering beer on this app. So
Okay.
from the beginning you have registers and login. So can you rate how your login experience?
I
with
think
this app?
since you giving me all the pin and stuff, I said it's quite easy. And yes, as I remember, like it is the process is linear. There's not much option for you to choose when you log in. So it kind of like easily guide the users to go from one step to the other. So it is easy for all users. I would rate it as 5.
So 5 out of 5.
Yes.
And then you find beers to orders, which is Heineken brand. So is it easy for you to find your beer?
Yes. Okay. So it is easy because like here, there's not much complex options for me to choose. I can just scroll down to see. Oh, there are Heineken products. So I can see uh, all of those various options that I can choose from. It is easy, so I would rate it as 5 out of 5.
Alright, so after and next you go after you place the order, they give you informations about the ordering checkout function. So how much would you rate the checkout function?
Again, I can see that the checkout function is pretty simple, yet it is quite easy for the users to understand like what they are doing, and they clearly uh, like detailed all the amount that we ordered and also the total cost that we have ordered. I would say that this is also 5 out of 5.
Okay,
Yes.
and final rating question is on the details of your ordering. After you place order, they give you a summaries of the order. How would you rate it?
First of all, the second option, I didn't understand what is the order number. Maybe maybe it's something important, but for me, I don't think it's really important to show the important number. The order number. The thing I want to see on my receipt is just like how, how like the prices per unit, and also the total prices, and also the name and the amount of products that I ordered, and also if there are any other additional services that could cost me, like I don't know, like if there is any delivery systems, and it also would cost me as well. So I would want to see that on my receipt and not
Okay.
Okay.
Alright, so you would rate it
As 3 out of
3
5.
out of 5.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you for the detailed answer. Now let's go to scenario 2. As you already placed the orders for Heineken and then you place it for specific date, but then your brother tell you the beer is for birthday party, which is next week, not tomorrow. So you need to go back to cancel the order and place new date. Can you do that?
Okay, so obviously I would have to go to the order history option because that's where my past orders are listed. Okay, so I'm correct. So this is my pending order. Oh, I see. Maybe this is where the order number is coming into handy, I would say. It shows me. Yeah, I guess okay, I take back what I say. This is maybe important for like if you have like if we have multiple order, that would be the order number might come into useful, because as you have a lot of orders, you would have to keep track of uh, what order it is. So yeah, I guess so. And here I'm clicking it on it, and it shows that the order date, the date which I ordered, the total amount of the price that I have to pay, and also the status of order which is pending. And I also see the products, the name of the products that I have to pay and that I ordered, which is Heineken can. And here, yes, obviously I have to cancel this order. What do you want to cancel in this? Why do you want to cancel this order? I will say that I changed my mind because yes, my brother don't want it anymore. Cancel order, and again the pin. What is the pin again?
12, 15, 16.
Okay, so it shows me that it is cancelled. Okay.
And can you go and change the date for your brother?
Oh wait, so first of all, I have to cancel it first, or just have to change the date?
You
have to cancel it first.
Yeah.
Okay. I will put it as May 22, same date. I don't understand why there is pin. You have to like input your pin every time you order or cancel the order. Like in the login section, you already enter your pin, so it's not needed. It's really like it kind of makes some users frustrated because you have to like remember all your pin, and you have to like enter it every time you do something. So what is it again? Like 12, 15, 16. Okay. Okay, so here I have ordered the new products. Okay, so here I can see it in my order history. It is pending with a new code, which is 285.
So you already placed the orders with new date.
Yes.
Thank you. And so it's finished the scenario 2. Here's the ratings. Again, it's the same system. You rate from 1 to 5. I want to know if it's easy for you to predict where you can go to cancel your order.
It is 5 out of 5 for me, because here we have only two options. It is one, you have to order your drinks, and the other one is the order history, which is obvious because here the second option in order history you will see well, all your list of your past orders. And yes, it is easy for me.
Okay. And so how about after you click on cancel orders, you need to provide reasons. What do you think about that function?
Well, from my perspective as a user, I don't think it's quite important, because like I don't know, like from the seller's point of view, they may have some uh, important surveys regarding customers' opinions, like why they cancel the orders. But I think it's not really important as a user to like like they can.
So is it easy for you, or it's hard to figure out how to use it?
How to use what?
How to use the reason page?
It is easy, like like they ask you the reasons why you cancel the order, but from me as a perspective from the buyer, yeah, you can just give them the reasons, but I don't see why the sellers would want to know my reasons why I want to cancel it.
Okay. So this is back to the new order that you make. Instead, you need to make a new orders and place a new date. So what do you think about the usage of calendar? Is it hard or easy?
It is easy for me, but I think that there should be a functionality for me in which when I go into pending order, I can somehow change my date. Like I don't want to order the products to arrive on this date. I can just change it here instantly without having to cancel it, and then going to the order drinks options to make a new order, which is quite frustrating for the users because they have to do the same steps again.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, thank you for this. This is the last scenario of the application test. After you view the order histories you've done through the app, you want you want to know how many times you have canceled so far. So can you use the app now to view how many times you have canceled the order?
So here, starting from this same page again, I will go to order history, and here it lists all the status of my order. Here is the one that I canceled previously, so I can see that there is only one order that I canceled. Yeah.
So
which is here.
Imagine if you have a long use, like you have used this app long ago, and then you have many long history. So if you just want to see the cancel status or pending status, how are you going to do that?
Okay, so if I want to show only the cancelled order, I think I will have to go to the filter order. Here it shows all the status of order, different status, which is pending, processing, complete, cancel. So if I only want to see the cancelled orders, I would have to choose this one and then put here. So here it is. It only show the cancelled order.
Alright, so thank you. That's the scenario 3. The rating for this is it easy to find the information?
You mean how to show only the cancelled order? I will say that it is easy, 4 out of 5, but somehow you can't just change the button name. The filter order is something, I don't know, use a different name, because some people may don't understand, we are not native English speakers, and somehow the word filter is not really a common word that we normally hear. So somehow you have to change. You can change the button names. Yeah.
Alright. So is it easy to go back to home page after you view the cancel detail?
It is easy. You have to just only press here, and it's go back to the home page. So 5 out of 5.
5 out of 5. And how would you rate the app experience overall, from order to cancels to filtering order history?
I would say that 4 out of 5, because I can see that the process is linear and simple enough for every kinds of users to follow. It does not have any complicated functions, and currently it has only 2, all the drinks and all the history, which we can easily follow. But thing is that and because like I only know about the other drinks and the other history, I haven't like know like any other functionalities. So I have just because like it is simple, I have to rate it out of 4 out of 5. Yeah.
Okay, so that's the end of the usability test. Thank you for your time. And
Yes.
along the way, you already gave a few recommendations toward improvisations of the app. And yeah, thank you for your time.
Okay.
Good afternoon. Thank you for being here for my usability test. So before I start, I want to go through the usability test purpose and what is it about. So we're going to test through the application called CBL Beer Orders, and we're going to do particular tasks based on scenario that we're about to give. And so before I start, so what do you do every day? What's your occupation?
Okay, I am a senior student majoring in global affairs and I will graduate soon. And what do I do every day? So, right now I'm still looking for jobs after I graduate.
So how much time would you say you spend on internet or browsing for job opportunity?
I spend at least 8 hours a day using the internet. So it should be more than 50 hours per week.
Okay, so again, this is the security pins, because throughout the test you need to use this pin, which is 12, 15, 16, to place orders, cancel orders, or make any addition. So don't worry about this, you can ask me later in case you forget. And so next, I want you to look through this homepage of the apps and get to know what is it about, and then like what this app about, who's the app belong to, and what you think you can do with this mobile app.
Okay, so I start with the order drink, and there are a lot of products. ABC Stout can with the price for each can, and also they also sell it. No, it's a package, right? Yeah. And there are different price according to the numbers of the can in the package.
Yeah.
And what else? And it has promotions.
Alright, so you know what you can do on this app now, right?
Yeah. Order the drink.
So then let's start our first scenario. Imagine you're going to plan a family reunion this evening, and your brother asks you if he can have Heineken beer. So you go to the CBL Beer Orders and order Heineken beer for him. He has no budget limitation for you or any specific types of beer he wants. I mean cans or bottles. So can you do the and place order for him now?
Okay, so I will go to order drinks and choose. But how many cans does he want? Like,
Let's say 2 cans.
but the products. Let's say I choose Anchor.
He need Heineken beer.
Okay. So I chose Heineken can and press order button and choose the number of cans that I want. That's 2 cans, and it shows the price that I have to pay for that one. continue shopping.
Alright,
Is
so
it
you place order. How would you do?
Confirm order.
Yeah.
And then it shows the delivery date. It's to I put it as today and move on. And hour, let's say 10 o'clock, and then move on. And then they have access pin 12, 15, 14, 16. 12, 15, 16. And then it takes me to the home button again. Home page, I mean, not.
Alright, so you finish placing orders for your brothers. Now let me ask you, how is it, like how easy it is in order to find beer you want to order?
Okay, I would rate it as 4 because the products is listed in the products menu, but however I think it's confusing because I think they sell it as a package, as a whole package at first until I place an order, and then I know that I cannot actually order just 2 or 3 bottles of beer.
Okay, so how about the details in your shopping cart? After you place orders, you will show the details. What do you think? Is it easy for you to look for details in your shopping cart?
Yes, I rate it as 5 because it shows the order date and the status of my order, whether it has already been delivered, and the total amount that I have to pay for the numbers, and also the types of products and the number of bottles that I have ordered. So it's very easy for me to keep track on what I have ordered.
Okay, so how about the checkout functions of the app? How much would you rate the checkout function? Remember when you place numbers of cans or bottles, then you have to go check out and things like that. They are the checkout function.
The checkout function, it's I think it's easy for normal people, so I would rate it as 5. Like, it's, in short, it's easy for them to know how much they have to pay for that one. It's not complicated.
So you would rate it 5 out of 5.
Yes.
Okay. So finished of the scenario, like reading for scenario 1. Let's go to scenario 2. So now after you place orders, your brother told you that the beer is not for this evening reunion anymore, it's for next week's birthday party. So you need to go and cancel the order. Can you do that now?
Yes. Okay, so I go to order history, and then I choose the one with the date that it was wrong, and then I check, and there is a cancel order function in that, so I choose that one, and then it's one question come up: why do you want to cancel this order? I would choose, there are available options, like first one is I put the wrong quantity and or products. The second one is I change my mind and the others. So I put the wrong quantity and or products, and I choose cancel order, and it requires a access pin 1516. I put it, and yes, the order has been cancelled.
Yes, thank you. So he want the orders to be next week for the next week birthday party. So how would you place the order for the next week birthday party?
So I order, like I place new order, like go back and find the drinks that I want, the same drink, Heineken, Yeah. And can and 2 bottles, check out, and then confirm order next week. Count the number. Let's say next week is which date? Let's say 17, and then place the order and okay, and put the pin again. Yes.
Alright, so you finished the scenario 2. You have cancelled the orders and then you change the date for new orders. Now, I want to ask you read this scenario 2 experience. Is it easy for you to cancel the order?
Cancel the orders. Yes. Yeah, I read it as 5 because it has cancel order functions, and also with provide the reasons for the cancel.
So how much would you rate the reason function? Is it easy to use?
It's the same. Yeah, it's just a short sentence with short descriptions, and normal people, like ordinary people, they can just choose that when they want to cancel order. It's not complicated for them to understand or long process at all. And I rate it as 5.
Okay. And so then you place a new orders with new date. How about the calendar? What do you think of the calendar for the new for each order?
The calendar, I think it's good too. I rate it as 5 too, because it's easy for both us and the seller to know which day they can deliver. And like for example, we forget the date, and then we can just go back to our or like the history of the order, and then we can look at the calendar.
Okay. So I think we can proceed to the scenario 3 already. This is the last scenario. So far you have cancelled the orders, you have placed orders, and at the end of this month you want to view how many times you cancel the orders, and you would like to see why. So can you do this? Can you start using this app to view how many times you have cancelled the order?
Okay, I will go to order history, and it's loading, and there are a lot of cancel order in here, and I go to one. Yeah, it shows in that it shows the order date, status of order, total amount, and order number, and the reasons why I cancel that.
So what if you just want to see order status? Because here they show you all types of order status with pending and cancels also. What if you just want to see the cancel order?
They have filter order, and then I can just choose the complete one and show order, and the list will show only that completed order.
So yeah, that's it for the scenario 3. You have finished it already. Thank you. And so I want you to read this last scenario experience. Is it hard for you to figure out how to filter the order history?
I mean, it's not hard at all. I guess if we just play around with the app at first, and then we can get used to how to use the app.
So how much would you rate this?
I rate as 5.
Okay. Is it easy for you to go back to home page after you view each cancel order?
Yeah, it's quite easy. You can just go back, touch the arrow to go back,
Okay.
and I rate as for 5.
Also. And overall, how much would you rate your experience using this app?
Okay, overall I rate 4 because when the time that you told me to cancel this and then choose another date, that one, if there is something to just change the date without canceling that, it would be much better because I have to do 2 times, cancel the order and then requesting for another order, so it's quite confusing and quite messy.
Okay. Thank you and noted for all your recommendations. And so you have already finished all the 3 scenarios. Thank you for your time taking this test, and have a good day.
Thank you for having me here.
So after the usability test on the mobile application with my 2 participants, these are the observations on the user problem. So let's go to scenario 1. I asked them to order Heineken beer, and then they also need to place order and check for detail. Rating scenario, the first column refer to question I asked them, the second one for the first participant, and the third column for the second participant. So the question I asked is the login experience for the first participant, and is it easy to find what to order? And he read them as 5 to 5. The reason is not because it's not because it's efficient, but because it's simple. There's not many choice for him, so it's easy. He just need to go with the flow. In contrast to this, the second participant read it 4 out of 5 only, and she said it's confusing. She doesn't know what is what. Where's the Heineken? Where's anchors? Where's the bottle? Where's can? How to click orders and all of that. And because of the 4 leading image on the tops of the app, she doesn't know how to whether to order on tops of those lists or the bottom of the list. The second question to scenario 1 is it easy to go back to detail of the shopping cart? The first participant read it 3 out of 5 only, and he said it's not necessary to list down the ID of the orders because it means nothing to him, and he said why it's there. It should be price per unit, totals, price, and the name of the orders, and list of additional services if there's available. The second participant, however, read it 5 out of 5. She said it's easy to read. The third question to scenario 1, I asked how much would you rate the checkout function on the app? Both participants rated 5 out of 5. They said it is easy for them, and it's not hard to figure out how many orders they want for each beer. Now let's move on to the second scenario. I asked them to cancel the order they did for the first scenario, and they start doing order with a new delivery date. So this is the rating scenario for 5 scale. The first questions to this scenario is it easy to predict where they can cancel order? Both participants rated 5 out of 5, but the first participant asked, why does he need to enter PIN all the time? When he logged in to use the app, he already entered the security PIN, but then every time, every cancel order he made, every order he made, every change he made, he needs to enter PIN. So this is quite annoying for him. He don't think it is necessary to make user enter PIN so many times. The second question to scenario 2 is how much would you rate the reason function? Well, because before they cancel, they need to give reason, He said it easy, he just need to tick on the reason. But from user perspective, the first participant said it's not important for him at all. And then the second participant also rated 5 out of 5, not because it is important, but because it's easy and simple. The third question to scenario 2 is, how much would you rate the calendar? Both of them rated 5 out of 5 because it's easy. But they also have the same problem. They need to cancel first, and they have to make another order just to have a different date. They suggest not to go back and order again, but to have an addition function where they just need to change the date and confirm the change. Now let's move on to the third scenario. I asked them to view how many times they have cancelled the order. So the first question to this scenario is it easy to find the information? The first participant rated 4 out of 5 and he said they should use different name for the button to not use a filter order because it's not common and it's not easy for user to know what is it for. The second participant, however, rated 5 out of 5. She can easily figure out how to filter order and just to view the cancel status only. The second question to this scenario is it easy to get back to home page after they view each cancel order? Both of them rated as 5 out of 5. They said it's easy. The button on top of each page is very easy to figure out how to get out. The last question, I asked them to rate their overall app using this app. Both of them rate them 4 out of 5 only because it has so many questions, there's so many problems, confusing, and then because during the entire test, I observed how they interact with the application. It's confusing for both of them to do, especially cancel order, while they only need to change delivery date. But instead of change the date only, they need to go to cancel the order and then needs to make another order. This process is very time consuming and most of all is confusing. So this is the observations of the user problem for my usability test based upon 3 main scenarios and 6 different questions. So thank you for watching the video.